From the new decks, I think Melodious is the strongest one. The deck is very consistent when you aren't drawing both Maestras, and the deck has a lot of scary tools at its disposal. I used this build to win 11 games in a row, and not 11 games on the ranked ladder, but 11 games in the MCS, which is the most competitive monthly tournament. Unlike in ranked, people in real competitive tournaments actually read your cards. I went with a very aggro build. One of the worst matchups for this deck is Harpy, which so happens to be the overall best and most popular deck. I built my deck like this because I wanted my Harpy matchup to feel like 50-50, but without making my deck worse against everything else. With 5 cards that take out back row, I was able to turn the Harpy matchup into a coin flip, which may seem like a risky approach to the matchup, but with the exception of Thunder Dragon, the anti-back row cards are still good against the rest of the meta. Even against Luna, although not amazing, they can still trade with Tenki. In the MCS, every time I went second against Harpy, I won, and I even still won a third of the time that I went first. Going first against Harpy, you can spam a field of monsters with score behind it, or set up Shiberta with extra protection. If you change Shiberta to a spell or trap when they have Slash, they cannot chain Slash to bounce a monster, because Slash has to chain directly to a spell or trap, and they have to pass priority to you when they use one. This is where Slash misses its activation window. Contrary to what many people might tell you, this is not called chain blocking nor missing the timing, those are different things. The skill is really strong for the deck since it helps both power and consistency. Being restricted from playing Xyz monsters can kinda suck sometimes, but I think it's definitely worth it. Sharpener is the most important one for the skill, and Mozarte is nice for hands with Sharpener or Soprano. I use 3 score in this build because this build is more focused on spamming monsters, and therefore that is also your main form of defense. Despite having a bigger focus on spamming the field, I only use 2 Sonata because I instead use 1 solo. I like having the option to pull solo from the deck, since sometimes you can do stuff like crashing it into Harpy Lady 1 and then summoning a monster from the deck. I only use 2 Soprano because I don't fuse turn 1 very often, and I prefer pulling it from the deck with the spells or solo, but maybe with multiple Necro Fusion and or more Sonata it would feel nicer. There were a few reasons why I used 21 cards. Among these listed reasons is also to win the mirror match through deckouts, since in the mirror your Bloom Diva does not deal with theirs. Enjoy the gameplay. But yeah. Also very fun, yeah, I'm also enjoying it a lot. Yosenju, this looks like the non-pendulum build. Okay. Well, we can kill, but we can't do it for a hand trap, of course. Yeah, so we didn't fuse in this matchup because of Karma 1. If you only have 1 Bloom Diva, do not play Necro Fusion, because it will not work. Yeah, we'll just poke with these. I'll set this, yeah, because I don't know, Tenki, I guess. Let's see here. Small one first. Okay. They didn't dodge. I faced them and lost to it. They didn't dodge Melodious. They just drew really good. Draw good card equal win. Do 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 do. Going to also delay check here. See if I draw a quick play spell. Tenki, ooh. I actually don't want to do this. I think this is fine. I want to keep this for Swords thing. Karma 1, okay. Karma 3, okay. Karma 3 effects, yes. This is probably Isna. Draw cards, sure. Like, what's funny is that if they attack anything here, they die. Oh no, okay, they're playing this card, alright, so this is a stall card. They don't play it to pen summon, they play it because they can once a turn block and attack. Battle. Gonna attack my monster? Well, that's a big mistake, good sir, because now you die. Bye bye. Let's go. YouTube. Bam bam. I guess I was like winning that anyway though with MST on the Sword Sting, so.